I cried. Oh, I cried because nothing. I'm. What is up, mates? What is up? It's PBG Tracy. If you're new, you're welcome. If you're not, welcome back. You know how we always do it? We always get into this video. So let's just get into this video. Today, I have something interesting for you. It's a story about how I got bullied. Let me tell you how it all started. I don't know how you're gonna find this story, but back then, it was so sad. I already did a narration when I got home. I sent it to people on my Snap list. I never thought I would come on here 4 years later to talk about it. It's up as a topic of discussion, so let's get into it. All this happened in 2021 when I had this friend. Let's call this friend K. I had this male friend K who invited me to a house party. Let me tell you a little bit about K and I's friendship in the past. We were like super cool. I would go to K's house. We would talk. Not his house, probably his apartment then. I would go to his apartment. We would talk. We would chill kind of thing. And then I would go home. Or sometimes I'd order my own Uber. Sometimes he would order my Uber for me. And I don't know why stuff had to go down so quickly, but then it did, unfortunately. Here's what happened. Some of you that know me like that know that I low-key kind of like food. There's not a day you're gonna invite me to come eat and I won't. It was just one time I decided to starve myself for no reason. Like, I was just there and I hadn't had food for, I'll say proper food, for a few days. I was just on snacks. I still do that, which is not healthy for me, but I don't know. Kay texts me and he's like, oh, I'm having this house party thingy. Would you want to come through? Because he knows I love food. He adds, there's going to be food. There's going to be snacks. That was what caught my eye. So I'm like, oh, there's going to be food? Okay, no problem. I'm going to pass through. And mind you, this is like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., late night, and I'm in my hostel just chilling, hungry as I don't know what I was thinking in that moment. I think I had run on the hunger. I was at Adrenganor at the time, and then he told me that he was in East Legon. So, you know, Adrenganor to East Legon, or that side of East Legon there. So he gives me the address. I put it in my Uber app and I'm like, hey, this thing is saying Tema. And then he goes like, it's not Tema, that's the name of the place. It's not Tema, just book it and come. I said, okay. Maybe I comment them and me go Didi. That's what I know. And yeah, I'm gonna sit in the Uber. My ride has started basically. And it's telling me I'm an hour and 30 minutes away. I'm like, it can't be that crazy. How much traffic? I said, what, 11 p.m.? There can't be this much traffic for me to get to East Legon. I'm at Adrenganor. There can't be this much traffic. I still give it the benefit of the doubt and I'm going. And it's saying Tema. And low-key too, we actually use that Tema. You see that Tema way, that straight, that place that you can actually, it's like a freeway, you can just drive and go smoothly like that. We use that side. I'm like, hey driver, he said he's not in Temao, so like stop. And he's like, the location I put that they gave me, and we compared the location that he gave you or whatever, wherever you're going, it's in Tema, and that's where I'm taking you. So I'm like, okay. I'm just like, if I go and it's the wrong place, but I'll just come back at the end of the day. Well, it's my own money, so that's fine. Say me, I use my money to do Uber instead of me to use to buy food. I used it to go and get free food. You see how stupid I get to K's apartment and then stuff go down there too. I was using a new iPhone X at the time. I'm at the gate. First red flag that should have set me on my next Uber home was this. Got there, I'm knocking at the gate, I'm texting K, I'm calling K, there's no answer, which is also leading me to feel like, okay, I'm indeed at the wrong place, so let me just order my Uber and then leave. I'm actually on the verge of doing that, and then he He comes to the balcony, he stands there. Picture this, you're at the gate and it's a story building. That's the house. So obviously whoever comes out to the balcony can see you standing at the gate. So he comes over to the top of the balcony and he's like, oh, like you're here. I'm coming down. I'm so pissed. I am hungry and I'm angry. Mind you, all of these combined is how bad it is for me. He takes me inside and I'm sitting there and he doesn't even come to me like say hi or anything. It's just a group of boys and stuff like that. So he finally comes to me and the first thing he says is, you're late. You didn't come early and everyone is gone. In my head I'm like, okay, but what does that have to do with me though? Because you specifically invited me at said time, exactly late at night, like 11, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. There. Basically 11, almost 12 a.m. was the time you invited me to a party. If you had me in mind, you'd have told me a long time ago, which I did not think about. I was just thinking about my stomach at the time. So I'm like sitting here hungry and this dude just looks me dead in my face and tells me I'm late, bro. And I put it to him, hey, first of all, you lied to me that you're in East Legon, which should have made me go back home. That was the first thing. The second thing was I stood at the gate for a good 5-10 minutes waiting for you to come out. That was the second thing that should have sent me home. The third thing that should have sent me home was when he started yapping all about I came late and blah 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 blah. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, this is my friend, so let me just calm down, listen to what's going on. So he just rants on and yaps on and on and on and on, and I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, I acknowledge whatever you're saying, but you told me there's gonna be food and snacks and stuff like that, so sup. And mind you, if you invited a friend and you either invited the friend last minute or the friend was gonna run late or something, as a good friend or someone that has someone in mind, aren't you gonna like save food down for them, knowing that this friend of yours likes food and you invited them, right? Or that's not what you're gonna do. If that's not what you're gonna do, let me know, because that is freaking crazy. He's like, come on over, come on over. He's standing and he walks me over to the kitchen, thinking he's going to open a drink for me or something. This dude goes straight to the bin, opens the trash can, and it's like, look at all the food we threw away and you didn't come early to meet any food. And I'm like, again, what does this have to do with me though? You told me I was coming for food. I had to ride all the way here. First, based off a lie you told me, I had to ride all the way there for you to do this to me or say this to me. So I look in the trash can, there's actually a buttload of food in there, and I look up at him like, but why would you do that to me? Why would you say that? And then he starts, why are you getting mad? You didn't come early and now we've thrown all the food away. Why are you getting mad? I'm like, I'm not angry. Even if I was, I have every right to, every reason to be mad. First of all, you lied to me that you were in my area. I ordered a ride and it was far from my area. Typically very, very far from my area. 2, I had to wait a good 2-3 minutes outside your gate, knowing you are inside already. 3, I entered the hall. You don't even come say hi, nothing. 4, you take me to the bin to show me that you have thrown food. I was trying to make sense out of all of this nonsense that was going on, but trust me, I just couldn't. I fast forward, we're bickering, right? Mind you, I am super hungry and he is super high. His boys are like, we're making noise and stuff like that. He takes me to the porch. He like drives, not the balcony, the same balcony he stood up to tell me, oh, I'm here, da 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 da, come in and all of that. He takes me there, goes inside and locks me in the balcony. And I'm like shaking the door like bro, let me out. I want to go home. I came here for food. There's no food. So let me go home. I'm hearing his boys or his friends telling him like, yo, Charlie, make sure come out. It's like neighbors are gonna come out. He comes out, he drags me by my hand, takes me down. Now he leaves me down there, locks the main gate so I can't go out, and leaves me downstairs, goes back up and locks himself in there with his friends. Now I'm sitting outside in my nice crop top and my nice, was it sweatpants or whatever I had on. Mosquitoes are biting me. Stuff mosquitoes do to you, that's what they're doing to me. I was getting so angry, it was pissing me off. I still had not eaten anything. I started on my phone, I'm like texting people, I'm trying to order an Uber because he's locked the gate, right? So I'm like trying to get an Uber, so when the Uber comes he would try to help me get out. He comes down quickly, he's on the gate, holding the gate that he's gonna open it, so I should wait. And I'm like, just open the freaking gate, let me go out. Open the gate, I want to leave. At this point I'm so agitated. I'm like, open the gate, I want to leave. And he's like, why do I want to go? Where am I going at this time of the night? In my head I'm like, dude, like, are you okay? You know it's at this time of the night, but you texting me only to come and do this to me at this time of the night. And now I want to go home, you're telling me at this time of the night, where am I gonna go, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I have ordered my Uber, so excuse me. And he tries to grab my phone. He's like, now he's holding my phone, I'm holding a part of my phone, my new phone. And I'm crying, like I'm such a soft girl, I'm such a baby. I'm already crying. Leave my friggin' phone, I want to go home, I've ordered an Uber, let me go home. He's still holding onto my phone. I finally get hold of my phone. I'm trying to call police, I'm trying to call my mom, and he can see that. He knew at the time that my mom wasn't in Ghana, so if I should call, she had like people in the military and stuff like that that would come get me or fight for me if they had heard from me that night. When he sees me calling, he like grabs my phone, and I'm grabbing my phone now, he's grabbing my phone too, and my phone like almost snaps in half. And like, not snaps in half, like almost snaps in half, so like a crazy. And luckily for me, I had already ordered the Uber, so I could see, although my phone like had scratched and the liquid kind of thing, I can see like my Uber is almost here. And I'm like, oh thank you Jesus, thank God. My Uber is like almost here, and he goes to call boys that this was happening. I called police, and he made a whole lot. It was a whole scene between us. The boys come down, and he comes down to me and like, why am I going, it's so late, what happened? And they're all acting like they don't know what's going on, because apparently they claim they didn't know what was going on between Kay and I. And it's so weird. This doesn't make any sense, because I literally heard you guys talking about me, and you knew Kay had locked me on the balcony, you knew he had locked me downstairs, and I wasn't able to go out. So how are you guys pretending? So yeah, that part did not make any sense to me. And to add insult to injury, the Uber is almost here. He's trying to grab my phone again to cancel the ride or tell my Uber not to pick me because it's a mistake. And at this point, like, all I had in me was to scream. I removed everything, and I am screaming, I am yelling, I am crying, because I was crashing out. Literally, I was crashing out because I'm hungry, I'm tired, I want to go home, I want to forget everything that had just happened. I feel betrayed. Like, it was a whole lot going on with me. So I'm just yelling, and then neighbors, people are coming out like, what's going on? There's just one girl amongst a whole group of boys, like, what's freaking going on here? And my Uber is still on his way. And then guess what? He starts telling a neighbor, because I'm crying now, I can't explain myself. He starts telling the neighbors that came out of their houses at night because they wanted to sleep and we were disturbing them. They start telling them that I came over to beg for food. I came to steal food, and then I came to beg for food, and they told me there was no food. So I got angry and I started crashing out. And at this point, I have lost it. I'm still crying and I can't defend myself, because guess what? I'm crying and I'm rumbling and I can't make. And that's one thing about me, side notes, when I'm crying and I'm like crashing out, I just need to calm down first before I can explain whatever. Trust me, I have tried to make this video over the past few years. This is the very first time I am speaking about it, like, publicly. This is the very first time. That's how long it took me to process something crazy like this. I'm just crying and crying and crying. And then obviously I don't know what the neighbors were thinking because they hadn't heard my side of the story. And now my Uber is here. I'm trying to get in the Uber and they're like, and then Kay is like, the Uber shouldn't pick me and that I'm not supposed to go home and I'm supposed to be with them inside, and where's the Uber taking me, and that it's dangerous. It's a whole lot. And now I know I can't really talk, so I'm just telling my Uber, like, these guys are crazy, like, take me out of here. And I'm begging him with everything inside me, like, please take me out of here. I don't like it here. They're bullying me, like, just take me out. And now he and his friends take their cameras out, and now he's videoing me, telling me I'm gonna see myself on social media. I'm gonna see myself on Twitter. Then it was called Twitter X now. I'm gonna see myself on Twitter. He's gonna post it on Snapchat. So look at me. I came to beg for food and they told me there was no food, and I'm crying and yelling just because I came to beg for food and there was no food, and I tried to steal stuff and now I'm running away. Gosh, it was a lot for me. I cried. I cried because this might be the craziest thing I've probably been through. It was crazy, and I never believed someone could do something like this to me. I just go home, tears in my eyes. I explained whatever happened to me. I think I made a note on Snapchat, but I didn't post it. I sent it as a streak to my friends that I used to share streaks with, because in the moment it had happened fresh. So I was actually crying, bawling my eyes out and explaining everything to people, and they comforted me. They were like, why didn't you just stay home, Charlie? It was a whole lot. So a few days later, Kay comes to my Snapchat to apologize. I took him off my Snapchat. I blocked him. It was a whole lot. And then he came, like, he kept coming year after year to tell me sorry. He came one time to tell me he was gonna offer me Apple Music. Like, it was crazy. He just tried to make amends so many times that one time it became like, it was crazy. I just said, hey, like, it's okay, forget about it. It's okay, but me and you, like, that friendship we had, none of that exists anymore, so just forget about it. And yeah, that was the end. I hope you enjoyed my story time. I have so many more crazy stories to tell. If you like this one, let me know. Just hit the like button, subscribe, share it, and I'll be back with more stories. Thank you for watching and listening. It's PBG Tracy. Bye, guys.
Pulling up outside of magic. Low when I'm ripping the plastic. Low when I'm popping the elastic. 7 on the deck, you ain't never hear nobody.